Yes. This is Arthur Lewis with All Farm Gardening, live at the Grenada Food Forest, where my mission is to get you growing. In today's video, I'm gonna take a walk through the veggie patch. This would be an update to my last video. So we're going through the beans, we're going through the butternut squash, we're going through the corn, and whatever else I have growing in the veggie patch. As a matter of fact, you know what? We probably take you around the entire Grenada Food Forest as much as time would permit us to cover, and we would look at some of the new things that I have going on, because it's been a while. I haven't made videos for some time now, so I owe you, the loyal viewers, that much. But before we jump into the video, I just want you to put a click of fertilizer on that like button. And remember, when you share the video, you're really irrigating the channel so it could grow, just like our beautiful garden. Yes, guys, so like I said, today I'm gonna take you through the veggie patch. We're gonna do a little update on what I have going on in the veggie patch. Today is a very hot day. This is why I'm dressed like this. If you look at the last video, you would realize that my shirt was drenched. I'm telling you, it's just extreme heat right now on the island of Grenada in the southern Caribbean. We not getting the rain as we ought to be getting the rain. Sometimes we do get, but when we get, it's not enough. It's not even enough for growing. Lamented about that last video, but I do not want my channel to be complaints and sad things all the time. So we're gonna go. What's in the garden is beautiful, and I do appreciate it, and I want you guys to come along with me and appreciate it with me. That. Alright guys, so we in the veggie patch. Alright, so
Daddy, what are you doing?
if you look, just come and shoot.
Huh?
Just come and shoot. Just come and shoot as you want.
You want to go over?
So we are in the veggie patch. The veggie patch is to my left. Also to my left is rapier, and to my right I have new machete. Now you guys know that I always carry a weapon with me. Not a weapon. No weapon. There are no weapons here. You guys know that I always carry a tool with me when I'm walking through the Grenada Food Forest. So, well, if you've been paying attention, you see that rapier is all busted up because it has a long history in war. I mean, walking at the Grenada Food Forest. Couldn't find my other machete. I've been looking for it for months. Yeah, basically. So I had to go to the weapon shop, to the hardware store, to get me new machete. So this is rapier and this is new machete. It's hot. I'm tired. So new machete, I hope you understand. I'm gonna go with rapier today. So I don't want new machete to get jealous. I like rapier. Alright, so if the camera could follow me, I am in the veggie patch, and I want you guys to walk with me. Come on guys. Sorry, you're good? So Asari's here in the garden with me. I have my young ones shooting for me, so if you see anything wacky, then you know that my production team is wacky. Alright, so if you could come closer and look right here. I want you guys to come closer. So the last time I would have been showing you baby beans, all right, and this time these beans, they could actually be harvested. So that is what I meant when I said I don't want to complain about what's happening with the water, although I foresee that if if we do not get a considerable amount of rain soon, we might end up with a food crisis in Grenada. One supermarket called me about 2 weeks ago. A few vendors contacted me. You know, usually you as the farmer, you have to go to them because there's so much stuff on the market. So when they're coming to you, that lets you know that, you know, something is going on. So but I'm here to celebrate what I do have and to give thanks to that which is most divine. So you see we have the beans here. We do have some young ones as well over here. You know, we have these are definitely ready. They could probably be a little longer. All right, so yeah, of course. You want to harvest it?
Yes.
Okay, let me harvest one and then you harvest one. So you just break the stalk off right here. All right, hold it with both hands. Let me hold the phone for you. Yeah, pull it now. Yeah, so you don't want to pull this because this could uproot the plant. Yeah, so that's what we have. Asar and I, we just harvested two. And they could probably be a little longer than that, but like I said, they're not really getting the quantity of water that they're supposed to get. So, you know what I mean? This is good. So we'll take that. All right. So I want you guys to follow me. I want you guys to come with me. And Sarah, hang on to this. Yeah. And okay, so I'm trying to show you guys something, you know, I'm trying to share. But
So this gonna be here?
huh?
So I'm gonna just
Yeah. So like I say, I have the little ones with me, helping me film. My daughter is on camera one. I'm mostly supposed to be on GoPro, but he's more getting in the way, him and Asar. But that is okay. I love it. Come closer. So these are the butternut squashes. So that's a lovely little butternut squash. I have another lovely butternut squash right here.
I don't see no butternut.
If you could, the butter is in the nut and it comes out when you squash it. That's why it's called a butternut squash. But your butternut squash, my butternut squash.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I was trying to do something, but so
You burnt.
the sun is hot. My brain is boiling.
Are you sure about that?
All right, so we have another butternut squash right here, and we have butternut squashes all over.
This over?
Are you getting that one there? We have butternut squash there as well, and we should have okay, I thought we had one here, but I'm not seeing it, so
You right there? You some green thing there? Daddy?
all right, we also have a lovely butternut squash
Daddy, there.
right here. Oh, there's one there. Oh yeah, here it is. All right, so so that's another these are baby beans. The camera could come close. I did that in the last video, but you know, this is what happens. All right, after the flower is pollinated and so on, they hang here and they eventually drop off for themselves. But sometimes when I see them, I love it. So the baby beans are so cute. It is so cute. All right, so if you guys could follow me. We're gonna go on the way to the corn, but this is my planter. These are supposed to be scythes or chives, but it's hot. This is shadow benny. Yeah, it's a seasoning.
I never
Alright,
seen
so
the full one.
And I do wet, but when I do wet, the sun is so hot. Is the soil here? It's actually the soil. It feels hot, you know, and I imagine that that is not good for the plants. These here, these are star apple plants. So star apple is a tropical fruit. It's purple. It has a nice flavor, and then if you continue chewing on the star apple, it creates the consistency. The skin and flesh creates the consistency of chewing gum in your mouth, and your lip start getting a little sticky and so on. But a few people find it tedious to deal with, to consume, but it was one of my favorite fruits as a child. It is still one of my favorite fruits, so it's not doing too bad. I mean, it could be doing better. All right, these are some pineapple. They're basically here to get transplanted out, so I use that as a nursery. This is supposed to be strawberry. I think it's too hot. I need to do something about shading of this area here because I'm losing too many plants in the planters with the heat. All right, so I'm still in the veggie patch. In this area I have some corn growing, and if you look here you would see that they're starting to tassel. So that's the male flower, and also we have the female flower from where the ear of corn is going to be formed with the what we call the corn beard in Grenada, or the corn babes. You know, babes is another word for beard in Grenada, popular among the elder heads. It's not so common among youths, but so this year, this is my babes. That song's, this is my beard. This is my beard. So the corn, what we call the corn beard, is actually the female flower, and so the wind, the bees, and all of that, they would disturb the pollen on the part of the male flower, and they're supposed to fall onto the female flower, which are the threads or the beard. There is supposed to be a proper name for it, but it's not coming to mind right now. Listen, it is very hot, and I am smelling my brain cooking inside of my skull. It smells delicious. So when I come out here, I'm gonna have brain. That doesn't sound right either. In any event, this is what's happening in the corn part. So the corn never really, they never develop the size, the stems never develop the size that they are to. So I don't know what kind of airs I'm gonna get, but they're here. It's flowering. I'm sure I'm gonna get something, and whatever I get, I'm going to be grateful. Several videos ago I was complaining about too much rain. Now I'm complaining about too much sun, and I'm desperately asking for the same rain that was too much several videos ago. So that is life though. So that's the corn. Alright guys, so look at this. This is a nice pleasant surprise. So these are grapes. These were given to me by, yeah, these are grape plants, grape cuttings.
Oh, grapes is one of those plants.
Right, so this was given to me by a friend, Mr. Penny. He is an agriculturalist here in Grenada. He does a lot of aquaponics. I think he specializes in seasonings. I think he told me. He also grows grapes. I got the strawberry from him too. So he gave me those, and I stuck them in here to root. When they root, I'm going to transplant them in other places. I don't know what's happening below the ground, but This new leaf is a new growth, so that's a good sign. I'm happy about that. You see my little peppers. You see the cucumbers here. I use this one here as a seeder to create seedlings. So these are some cucumbers here. They are not doing well. They are not doing well. It's supposed to be 30 something plants in here, and I'm only seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you're supposed to have 3 times that number here.
33?
Yeah, so this is one. This is not doing great. It looks as though something is eating the leaves. And
What is that?
that's what we used to call that, boy. We used to call it it's a type of bead. It grows from a grass. I can't remember. Is it pigeon bead? So you could take a pin and put it on through here. There is a cord. Cord comes out, and then you take a thread and put through it, and you could make bracelets and so on. I think the native Caribs, I don't like to use that word, but the Taino people who used to be here before us used it a lot in the bead making and so on. Anytime I see the grass, I'll take a photo of it and show you if you're not there. You have a lot of that growing in Charlie, man. You probably saw that before. Yeah, so that's the same thing. All right, so the cucumber is still here. Of course, not producing heavy like I said in the last video, but every now and then you do get a fruit. So I'm not gonna take it out until I put in some new cucumbers, which was the hope with what I had here. For some strange reason, it didn't like this soil mix, so I'm gonna make a new mix, and I'll try again because I have more seeds. So you see what's happening here? It's a lot of grass. I need to get it cleaned out. I want to do it on camera so I could share with you guys the way I go ahead cleaning. I'm going to use the machete for this. I'm not going to use the weed eater because I have pineapples and so on in there, and they planted close together, but I'm not wearing the right type of shoes, right? And sometimes, you know, the cutlass gets close to you, so this is not something I would want to promote on YouTube for people who might want to be inspired by my videos, so that you go out in your garden with slippers or barefoot and cutting around with the cutlass. You could cut yourself. So I think I'm starting to get a little more responsible in how I create videos, you know, what type of content I put out there. I do come in the garden from time to time dressed like this because I know how to keep the cutlass away from me when I'm so it doesn't come back into me. But you would have had to be using these things for a minute, you know what I mean, to really learn that. So safety first all the time. All right guys, so I am behind the camera, so you're gonna hear my voice, but you are not going to see or know who I am. So these are some passion fruits. It's growing close to the veggie patch. It's not growing really in an area where I want it, but I wanted to give it the opportunity to produce, because when the tree that it was growing on, oh my god, what is that? You see, that's a nice big one. I don't know if the camera is doing it justice, but something must have gotten to it before me. And speaking of getting to things before me, well, I have another passion fruit here. I just want to show you. Not this one, another ripe one. Okay, so that's it in the bag there. I'm going to harvest them. I do not like to harvest the passion fruit from the tree. You see, it's a lot of flowers. So I have to take them out here, but just giving them the opportunity to produce, because this particular variety of passion fruit, it's a big passion fruit and I don't want to lose it. So I want to make sure that I get some seeds, make some seedlings, and then I'm going to grow the passion fruit in a different part of the Grenada food forest, but not here. Here I'm going to use for the veg. But I'm speaking of getting to my produce before me, so I was walking along here, and so you see this, that's cut open coconut. So it would have been cut open, the water drank, and the soft jelly part, which we call the flesh, eaten. It's another one, another part of it. So I guess two of them together will make one coconut. And then that's another one here. So pre-larceny is a big thing in Grenada. Somebody would have come here before me and decided to help themselves to a couple coconuts. So, well, it looks as though I'm in competition. So I usually pick the coconut with the moon, and now it's not the right moon for picking coconut, but I just harvested some for my little ones, for my small ones anyhow, because we're in competition, so we can't be bothered by no moon right now. We don't want, it's hot, and to be quite honest, it was refreshing. I had one for myself, so being zealous in, well, it's not just zealous, it's not zealousy. The moon do have based, how should I say this, the moon has an influence on organic life on the planet, and that includes animals and people. But the coconut is one of the best way to demonstrate that. So that is why I usually do my coconut thing with the moon. But if there is going to be a competition, if somebody is going to be getting to the coconut before us, the coconuts are ready, we might as well harvest them. We might as well harvest them ourselves, or else we don't get them, because whoever is doing that obviously doesn't care about harvesting no coconut with no moon. Okay, so this here is the lady's watermelon patch. Well, based on what we could see here, the watermelon is parched. But they're here, and sorry, I have peppers there, man. So you need to look where you're stepping. Yeah, I don't know what to say about the watermelon. It will be the same song, and like I said, I do not want it to sound like a complaint. The watermelon, they're here, and once we get the rain, they're gonna be all right. So that is that for that. Yeah. So if we have to wet water it, it cannot be in this hot sun. You understand me? Because it have to be early morning when the soil is cool, or in the evening when the sun goes down. You understand me? Because right now the ground is hot. You put the water here, the water gets hot, and this is a soft stem soil. You're really boiling the soil, the plants. So you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that, and then as it evaporates, it's extra humid. I hope what I'm saying is true. That has been my experience here. You could look at the leaves. You could see how the leaves. Yeah, so you see they're pale, droopy. So in the evening, when it gets cooler, you would see that the leaves, they wake up, you know. especially when you give them the water too. Because right now they're also losing a lot of water through the leaves. And that is called what? When plants lose water through their leaves.
Moisture. Is another name for
It's
moisture.
transpiration, right?
And yes, I have something. When it's in the morning, just get water.
Okay. In the morning, dew.
Get you.
Yeah. Alright guys, so in the intro I said that I was going to go around the forest and show you guys something. I might do that, so if you see that then it's all good. But the little ones, they're starting to get fidgety. We have some other stuff that we need to do that we don't want to do on camera also. So I want to thank you guys for spending this little time with me. This is a nice update. I want to keep making these content more frequently, so I'm not really getting the time to plan videos the way that I want to plan videos. So I'm like coming here and just shooting off the top of my dome just to make sure that there's always some content for the viewers to see. Stay tuned to the channel. I'm putting some things in place so that the videos would get better and they would get more frequent. So I want to thank you guys, and in the last video I said this, I want to say it again. People come up to me all the time, they tell me they enjoy the content. If you enjoy the content, then you need to assist me with the YouTube algorithm. These videos, they take time, they take effort to make these videos. So simple like, simple subscribe, simple drop a comment. Tell me how much you like the video under the video. Tell me what type of video you would like to see under the video. You know what I mean? Let's build this community. Let's have this type of engagements, because that is what the algorithm responds to. And I would really like to how should I say, to build that community with you. I would really like to grow this channel and make meaningful, impactful videos that you can find value in. I love sharing this type of content, and I just hope that, you know, whatever we could do to make this and to bring it to a certain level, that we do that. So with that said, my name is Arthur Lewis. This is the Grenada Food Forest, and I am live. My mission is to get you to get out there and get growing. So get out there and get growing.